Hello everyone! Today's topic of discussion is, you guessed it, grandparents. Ah, grandparents. The people who want nothing more from you than just sweet smiles. No one can resist the smile of an old woman that just baked you cookies. In fact, I don't think I've ever met anyone who disliked their grandparents. I'm not even certain if that's physically possible. I mean, how can you dislike a grandma? You just baked you cookies! But despite all of the good things that they've done for humanity, I haven't seen that many videos talking about them. And, quite frankly, I don't get why. So, in order to fix this blatant hypocrisy from humanity, I am gonna devote this video in particular to talk about my grandparents. Or at least two of them, for now. And those two being my mom's parents. You see, when I was a little kid, my mom decided that she was gonna get an education. And, because of my parents' divorce, my grandparents were usually babysitters. Which was great, because they loved spending time with me, and I loved spending time with them, so it was a win-win. We would go out for walks, we would watch Disney movies, we would play, you know, all the fun stuff. And in the summertime, they would take me out to the beach. You see, we live in a city with rather pretty beaches, so this is something that they do often. Not to mention the fact that they live in this beautiful yellow house, not that far away from the beach. So yeah, it's almost, you know, a thing that they just have to do. They would just lay there, tan, getting really burned, and I would try swimming, even though the water was freezing cold. They would always say stuff like, "Oh, when you get underneath, it's not so bad." It was always bad! Nevertheless, I was always excited to go to the beach, because I knew that they would always be there. And I was always right, because they always choose the same damn spot. I don't know why that spot in particular is so incredibly important to them, but they take it every single time. But don't get me wrong here. We had plenty of opportunities to have fun in a pool as well. You see, my family used to take a vacation abroad once a year, every year. And we would most likely go to a southern island of some sort. Like some island in Spain or Turkey. And yes, I know Turkey is not an island, just roll with it. And Grandma and Grandpa would usually tag along. Not always, but usually. I remember one time in particular where me and Grandpa were racing. We were swimming to see who was the fastest. Freaking Grandpa always wins. Speaking of Grandpa, when I was a very little baby, me and Grandpa were inseparable. We would just have fun. And he would, without a doubt, always say, "I've been sailing once." It's basically his catchphrase at this point. But nowadays, me and Grandma can have just as much fun. Every single time I come over to visit them, she pulls out some photography albums and tells me stories of her life and everyone in it. And I like listening to what she has to say. I like hearing about her life. I like hearing about it. It's really nice. And because of this little treasure hunt that she does every time I come around, she sometimes gives me gifts. Like really old gifts. Like old jewelry that she doesn't use anymore, or stuff that she wants me to have. I have this one thing, I'm not sure what it's called, but you put it in between your clothes so that it smells better. It's like a really old thing. I don't know what it's called. What is that called? She also once gave me an old locket with pictures of my mom and my uncle in it, as babies. That was really cute. I still have it and it's absolutely adorable. Stop! Wait, what? Stop the flippin' video! What do you mean? You've been talking for 5 minutes straight! This is getting unbearable! What? No, I haven't. Yes, you have! Look at the timer! Oh, sashimi, I'm sorry. Look, just wrap up the video, but I have so much more to say. I'm sure you do, but at some point, this video has to end. But I love them and I can continue to talk about them forever. I'm sure you can, but you have to stop now. Ugh, fine. Bye.